Yeah, they always talking about, you know, you gotta test drive the car, all that kind of stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's different archetypes of men saying the same
Here's
thing.
why it's bullshit, Cal. Because y'all ain't holding out no way. Y'all fucking before y'all even cook for him. So it ain't like he gotta talk you into test driving it. Y'all fucking. That's why it's
I
kind of
didn't
like
say
it's
anything about talking you
disingenuous.
into anything.
Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say anything about talking you in. I'm just simply speaking on what I've heard because my anecdotal experience is not enough to make a determination, which is why I'm like, I don't know. It kind of is, but maybe it kind of ain't. That's why I'm back and forth with it because my anecdotal experience is not
Yeah,
telling me, is not determining anything for me.
yeah,
But however, I'm seeing different archetypes of men say the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't
yeah.
know.
And I'm
That's all
telling.
that I'm
I know,
saying.
Cal, and
I'm not saying anything about they're talking the women into doing anything.
I know, and I'm telling you
Don't put that jacket
directly.
on me.
I'm telling you directly. It is BS because women ain't holding out on no coochie anyway. So the
It
test driving
don't
shit is a
matter if
moot.
that's what they.
I don't care what they say. This is what I'm saying. People been saying shit and ain't been thinking through it for too long. If y'all not holding out on no box, that's not the determining factor for nothing. Y'all fucking. They ain't gotta say that shit. Y'all having sex.
Well, if they ain't got to say it, then maybe they should stop saying it.
Well, that's why we here, right? Let's bring some normalcy, some common sense to it. That ain't no talking point that's like, oh, what a mid said. Well, y'all fucking anyway. He don't got. He need to stop saying that shit. Cause think about this. What women saying that they trying to line up with bad penis?
Huh?
What women are saying? Hey, I'll accept a bad penis in my life for the rest of my life. Women ain't talking like that either.
I mean, if he's rich, they're saying it, but other than that, they're not gonna say that.
Yo, niggas ain't slinging poor dick and women like that's okay. No. Are you monogamous?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. So you
Anytime I'm in a relationship.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you want to be his one and only option, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does it come out your mouth? I'm not wearing or doing what he wants only because it only benefits him. How does that make sense if you're also asking for monogamy? Callie, what was you saying?
I was saying I understand the premise, right?
Yes.
But I hear too many different opinions from guys who are speaking from for most men or whatever, and most men ain't fucking with you without you giving up that box. Now, personally, or whatever like that, like I said before, I'm one for one. But I can't just go off of my, you know what I'm saying? I guess my anecdotal, I have to listen to what I hear most men say, and most men say they not fucking with you unless you giving them that box.
What you mean?
They're not even entertaining you. They
Who's
moving on.
who's saying that?
Most of the men that I hear talking about it.
Okay. And you saying, but you haven't experienced that.
I have. I'm one for one. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I
What do you
can't
mean? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by one for one, Cal. My bad.
got a relationship giving up the box first, and I also got a relationship not giving up the box first. So that's why I'm saying I only have one example of each. I
Okay.
don't have multiples of examples.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
that's
see
why
what
I'm
you're
saying
saying.
I
I see what you're saying.
don't. Yeah.
Ressa, your relationship, you had to give up sex first, you think?
Mm-mm.
How about you, Aaliyah?
He asked me for the relationship before we even had sex.
No, we was dating. We were talking. I didn't have to have sex with him for at least a year.
Damn. So, what you think?
I think I would listen to what the men are saying.
I thought, wait, so how does this work? You can listen to what the men are saying, but then you can disqualify the men's opinions based on your worth because you don't think they qualify to tell you what your worth is. But now you take what they saying as law based on this? Because it's the same men who you saying it depends who's saying it, right?
No, I
But
did not
now,
say that.
well, this is the men that you would be conversing with, right? So you, in one breath, we say it depends who's saying it, where it's pish posh. But then in another breath, you're saying, well, that's what the men said. But then the women, anecdotally, with qualitative experience, said no, they didn't experience that.
I didn't say that to dismiss everything that men say. I never said that.
No, I was
Didn't
saying,
say that.
no, I got you. I was
I
saying,
also said it. I also said consider this.
consider the source when it came to what men valuable and what's your worth. Right. So now we consider the source to where we can dismiss it or not. But when the women said they didn't experience that, but you're saying men said this, so that's true. I'm just wondering, how do you pick and choose and decipher what you take is what they say and what you dismiss?
No, it would have to be like, you know what I'm saying, listening to what else they have to say as well. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to hinge it on this one thing. No, that's how I would consider the source. But what I'm saying is that it's been multiple different archetypes of men that have said this.
He's saying that he's not gonna wife you unless he test drove it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, they always talking about, you gonna test drive the car, all the kind of stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's different archetypes of men saying the same
Here's
thing.
why it's bullshit, Cal. Because y'all ain't holding out no way. Y'all fucking before y'all even cook for him. So it ain't like he gotta talk you into test driving it. Y'all fucking. That's why it's kind of like it's disingenuous. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say anything about talking you in. I'm just simply speaking on what I've heard, because my anecdotal experience is not enough to make a determination, which is why I'm like, I don't know. It kind of is, but maybe it kind of ain't. That's why I'm back and forth with it, because my anecdotal experience is not telling me, it's not determining anything for me.
Yeah.
But however, I'm seeing different archetypes of men say the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm telling, I know, Cal, and
I'm not saying anything about they're talking the women into doing anything.
I know, and I'm telling you directly. I'm telling you directly, it is BS, because women ain't holding out on no coochie anyway. So the test driving shit is a moot.
That's what they.
I don't care what they say. This is what I'm saying. People been saying shit and ain't been thinking through it for too long. If y'all not holding out on no box, that's not the determinative factor for nothing. Y'all fucking. You ain't got to say that shit. Y'all having sex.
Well, if they ain't got to say it, then maybe they should stop saying it.
Well, that's why we here, right? Let's bring some normalcy, some common sense to it. That ain't no talking point. That's like, oh, what the men said. Well, y'all fucking anyway. He need to stop saying that shit. Because think about this: what women saying that they trying to line up with bad penis?
Huh?
What women are saying? Hey, I'll accept the bad penis in my life for the rest of my life. Women ain't talking like that either.
I mean, if he's rich, they're saying it, but other than that, they're not gonna say that.
Yo, niggas ain't slinging poor dick, and women like that's okay. No.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it ain't a man thing. It ain't men centric. Go ahead, Nat.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you do? Because if you treat a dude bad if he approaches you, then you're bitter. If you give somebody a chance, you're too easy. How do you win as a woman?
You be you. Some advice that someone had told me a while ago is, if that person is gonna mess with you, or if they're gonna be with you, they're gonna be with you regardless. So just be yourself. Whoever's meant for you will always find you. You don't have to cap. You don't have to fall into whatever it is that you believe that he's looking for. Just be yourself, and if you guys are meant to be, you're gonna be regardless. It shouldn't be difficult.
What you got, Callie?
Oh, take me as I am. That that's a bad thing.
How was it a bad thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was like, pretty much what it's supposed to be, but apparently not. You got to fake it.
Do you have to fake it? Like, what do you mean?
Be somebody else. Yeah, don't be you. Be somebody else.
Are you saying that's what you need to do? Or are you saying are you saying that's what you need to do? Or are you saying that's the propaganda we get?
Yeah, that's the stupid shit I hear. Yes.
But I just feel like people use that as an excuse to continue with poor behavior, though. Right? So take me as I am for no growth. They don't want to grow as a person. So take me as I am, accept me for, my flaws and alls, whatever the flaws may be.
Oh yeah, if you're presenting that somebody's crossed the boundary, or that they presented something or did something you didn't like, and then this is just who I am, I can't help it. Yeah, that is definitely a cop out.
Yeah.
Who's determining their flaws?
I'd rather them be who they are, and then
right.
I'd rather them be who they are, and then you can make an informed decision on whether or not you want to deal with that person, instead of trying to do all this shit to change them into something that they're not.
Right. And I think what we were trying to say, like, toward the beginning of this conversation, that when it comes to the dating world, a lot of people are not who they are in the beginning. And that goes for women too. Like, again, we've been given the propaganda, like, don't be this way until you know you got them. But I have not, I don't pretend. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, let's be who we are at the beginning.
Exactly.
Right. You shouldn't have to. I mean, if you're looking for a provider, let that be known. If you're looking for someone who's in church every Sunday, let that be known. Just whatever your intentions are, just put it on the forefront in the beginning. And if he's for you, he's going to accept it. If not, keep it moving. There's so many people out there. It's like, why stick to one person who likely isn't your person?
Yeah. I just don't like this. I'm gonna pretend to be who I need to be until I get what I want type of situation.
Which is exactly why I disagree with people not being allowed to, you know what I'm saying, be who they are. No, be who you are. Don't fake the funk and try to change. Because if you try to change for somebody and not even change for yourself, it's not. It's the mask is gonna come off.
It's not gonna work. It's gonna snowball 100%.
I mean, you can, and plus two, psychology says that you can only fake it for about 3 months, and then the mask begins to fall off, and their true qualities come to the forefront. So just be who you are from day one. Avoid all of that.
Callie, what do you mean by change? If you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna be somebody. Yeah, I'm not gonna change who I am or whatever like that. Like, go ahead and flip my script or whatever like that. Just for.
In what regard? Sorry, not to cut you off, but like I want to understand you. So like maybe something more specific. Like what, when you're thinking about somebody having to change themselves, what do you think of?
Oh, changing what your hobbies are, what your interests are.
Okay.
Like you know, for example, or whatever like that, right? You know, I like to go out and I like to go with my girls and go for drinks. I'm not finna fake that and be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just stay home all the time and all of that. No, that's not me. I'm not gonna be the one or the two when it comes to staying at home all the time. It ain't gonna work. So no, I'm gonna have to be me in that instance. I can't switch that up. That is
some women. He's a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian too. All of a sudden, like yeah.
Right now, I don't want people to. I don't want people to be retarded or whatever like that and act like I'm saying don't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? No, when you are in a relationship, there are compromises to be made and everything like that. If you value that person that you are trying to be with, right? There is some kind of molding that has to happen there, right? But like saying like, okay, trying to change a clear freaking lip gloss, and now you want me to be this sparkly like if you want, y'all know how I am, okay? I'm not gonna change into Miss Priss to be with somebody because it ain't gonna work.
And I think that goes back to the topic of what we're talking about is knowing your self-worth. And when you mention changing the lip gloss and this and that and not, turning into Miss Pretty, a lot of my failed relationships stem around that. And I think that, that has to do with, like self-worth. My 8 and 9 year relationships, that's all I heard. Well, why don't you wear this shoe? Or why don't you wear your hair this? And blah, blah, blah. So where I'm at now in life, it's like, fuck that. Like, these are my boundaries. Like, you're not to say that I did not I did not allow myself to let men accept me for me. But then again, you know what I mean? I didn't. So, I feel exactly, what she's saying. But unfortunately, I had to live that situation out, not having that boundary and knowing my worth.
I mean, I have the people pleaser pass where I will wear my hair a certain way because he liked it, or I will wear certain colors that he liked and I didn't necessarily like, and I think that also plays a part into like when you're in it with somebody, you want to please them to a certain degree.
I was about to say, does that make you like a people pleaser because you want to please your man? Like if he thinks there's a color that's flattering on you, right? And he's like, oh, I like you in this color. Like this looks really nice on you.
Oh no, mine was, I can tell you specifically what it was. He didn't like red because he's a Kentucky fan. I live in Kentucky, to give y'all some context. But I barely had any red in my wardrobe because of that. And like now that I'm on my own, I'm like, this color looks flattering on me. Why would I like avoid wearing red because somebody said? But that came from like maturity and growing and life experience that you don't do that. You like what, if you like something, you be loud about it, or you don't have to change it for anybody.
Hold on.
Like, okay, it's perfectly fine to try it, right? Like, especially like if you've never done it before, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Try it, see if you like it, but don't do it just because he likes it and you get nothing out of it at all whatsoever, because that's going to start building resentment as well. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Now it's all performative at that point.
It definitely does. It definitely does. I don't know about the resentment part, but I think for me it was more so like questioning like who I am. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then when you have that intuition like kick in, like, well, and this is coming from my experience, it's like, well, who the fuck is he looking at to want me to, like what who the fuck is you looking at?
Guys,
Like what
guys,
why
guys, 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 guys. Come
am I
on.
cussing too much? What happened?
No, no, you good, beloved.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm just saying.
he don't like what we talking about.
No, no, I like it. I just wanted to make sure, understand it, make sure we do or don't like it once the conversation is over. Your man, your possessive pronoun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you guys monogamous? Just making sure. Are you
Yeah.
monogamous?
Yes.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. So you,
Anytime I'm in a relationship.
okay,
I'm
so you
Yeah.
want to be his one and only option. Is that right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So how does it come out your mouth? I'm not wearing or doing what he wants only because it only benefits him. How does that make sense? If you're also asking for monogamy. He wants you to
No,
dress a certain way because you only appealing to him, right? It just make sure you're monogamous. I just want to make sure that's the agreement. So how can it come out your mouth that you're not going to wear what he wants you to wear?